Of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Nashville. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set for 30. Mike 54. Target, 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 target. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Time to go. Night, night. Ready, hunt.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go!
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mike 54. You better bring it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check, check.
Yellow, go. Black swap. Shock, 17.
Crash, crash.
Ready, go.
There's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Hey, green.
51. Army, army. Army, army. Hey, Mike.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
Run, run, run.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Able to power through. Still going. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All day, all day, all day.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go,
Just
here we
shy of
go.
the 20. A big pickup of 38. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. And now they'll throw with Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball
my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Off play action, Tannehill.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 16.
54 Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong picture.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Check. Trick left.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Way to go, D.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Watch one. You ain't going nowhere.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Hey. You can't block me.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Watch one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? And the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
33, yellow.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards.
Here we go.
And it's 3rd down now.
Ultra.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
What we got?
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Watch the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
What you doing out there, boy? This ain't no high school patty cake football.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will be brought Knocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check fast. Where you at? 54's Mike. Hurry. 54. Watch 54.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill.
54. Mike 54.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to use check. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, break. Slide through.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Ready.
From the 24, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
We
and
played
he's
to
going to be
win.
out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You don't want none. Hey.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete there to Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Run. 4 down.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown.
Watch the screen.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Here we go. tone, defense. Set the tone.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Drill green.
Hey, Mike 50.
Now play fake. Lance.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You know, Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Let's make these babies
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to get him down shy in the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
They'll run forward, Henry. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
10 blacks. 52 blaster.
Chance. 49. Check
Fury.
49.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And bulldozing his way through. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Check 24.
Triple 38. Ready, go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
No. Off.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here we go. Black. 95.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for second down.
Push him back.
Ultra. Go ultra.
3, check 3. Hatch it.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Mike 51.
Strike.
It's coming up.
They hand it off to Mostert.
Run.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Lance.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
We got double up.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Hey, watch his flat.
Mike 51, Mike.
Switch. Yellow.
It's gonna be.
Strike. Check. Strike.
It's
Ready.
gonna
Go.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
You
He's
got
had his
time,
way in this
baby.
one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Let's go now. 45. White.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Opposite. Green. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Check the crack.
The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set.
So it's
Ready.
49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Tannehill's throw there, complete to Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
All right, T. Let's try. All right, T. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 4.
54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A hole to dig out of here. Second and 17.
Got double tight. Double tight. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Mike 1. Mike 1. Hey, get.
Here's Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man? I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 6 yards left on second down.
I got you, son. I got you.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Blue check.
Quick the edge. Quick the edge.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
You got it.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Blue 32.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ultra.
Check, check.
Ready, go.
Check, 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 check.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Let's go, fellas.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Hut. Slice. 97. 52 blue. Mega.
Watch the slant.
Ready.
Here's Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard
Here
line.
we go, set.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Smith, red. Set. Go.
Again, it's Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here I come.
Off the play fake, Cousins. A full 5-yard loss that time.
Yeah.
It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
First.
Mike 54 is Mike.
On play action, Cousins.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Throw
Guys,
left
I'm
side on
ready.
target to Thielen.
Let's
And
get
they're
off
able
the
to get
field.
this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what we want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
I got wide. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play. But you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Second and 11.
54 Mike.
Steal. Check steal.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the set. Blaster. 6.
Mike 54. Let's go.
On play action, Lance. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
We
And he
played
is
to
out
win.
of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Set hut. 52 blue. Red. Cycle.
Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Spike. White.
Defense, win check.
Throwing now is Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. All day, punk.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Rail.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. They can't hang with us. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second down, here's Mostert again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59.
Now Lance. Flushed it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
He can't hang.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check 59.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Rip left, rip left.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now, once again, the Vikings are going to go for 2 here.
Mike 54. Hey, come on now. Come on.
Cook, they'll try and run it. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Get ready.
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
What screen? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Check, Fury.
54.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Benjamin. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Bring it! Bring it!
It's off by Bashad Breeland. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score.
There we go. Woo!
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarbarius Moore.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's That's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't like.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here we go. Shift.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
22 needle.
Trips.
Black Ultra.
Here's Mon. That's to Cook out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Joseph's got it. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Check Mike 54.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth.